Pain a parent can feel is a loss of a child. It's a pain one D.C. woman is experiencing firsthand. But instead of allowing that pain to consume her, she turned her grief into an opportunity to give. Allison has more on her journey and how she is paying it forward. And I ask you this every time, Al. Do I need a thing of napkins and tissue for this?
I mean, it's every parent's nightmare, right? It's our top story today. Another child has been killed, right? A 15-year-old. But LeShawn Weathers says that when she heard the words, Anthony has been killed, she didn't know what to do. In fact, she questioned life. But she soon turned herself around and she started helping others and being somewhat of a mentor to other parents feeling the same pain. It's a nightmare no parent ever wants to face, having to bury a child caught up in the senseless violence of the streets. LeShawn Weathers' son Anthony was shot to death 6 years ago.
Anthony was great. He was awesome. He strong, giving, caring. He was loved by many. He touched everyone that he came in contact with. That's my baby.
Just 25 years old when he was gunned down in a crime that's still unsolved.
We was together. It was Halloween day. When he dropped me off at the house, I didn't know that was going to be my last time seeing my child.
LeShawn was still in disbelief when she got to the scene. Anthony's lifeless body was still in the street.
I took off the run, but they wouldn't let me get to him. The detectives was asking me all these questions, what he had on. It was just real bad. It just was traumatizing. Anthony was Angels is something that I started in honor of my son. After he got killed, I just decided to keep go out and give even more. So I started giving to the homeless.
Y'all be blessed, okay?
But not just giving to the homeless. LeShawn does so much more. She picks up cans and trash in her Southeast neighborhood. Turns them into coasters, ashtrays, and ornaments.
Every 500, I'd be like, Anthony, but I don't care. He worth it, and it's worth it, and it's for a good cause.
And gives them away for donations that support her efforts to help the homeless.
I experienced homelessness myself. Everybody has a story, so I went out to hear their stories and teach them workshops on how to survive on the streets. Show them there's always hope and to keep pushing.
And to keep pushing for LeShawn means keeping the spirit of her angel alive.
And let my grief turn into something greater and just give back, because I know that that's still my angel, and he would want me to be, he would want me to keep pushing, and that's what I did.
LeShawn Weathers is with us now. What are you thinking about? Just thinking about your baby?
Yes.
Yeah, thinking about what you do. Because I'm here to tell you that the things that you do, it might look like this looks like artwork to me, P.S., but these go for donations that help somebody else. And we're just all awestruck that you can put your grief aside and go out and help so many other people. And I know we talked about it, but what is that thing that made you say, you know what, I'm getting out of my warm house and I'm going to where the people are, to the parks, on the streets to help? What is that thing for you? Why did you do it?
That is because I think that just going out and giving back, because it means so much, and I've experienced it firsthand, to be homeless, and that even with my struggle, that this trauma will make you question life, but just because my life, and I know what it feel like to be in other situations, because it's not judgmental, because everybody has a story.
Right.
So,
and the other part about what LeShawn does is talk to parents who are going through the same thing. And I felt like it was so bittersweet that today, as we mentioned, our lead story is this 15-year-old boy has been killed, shot while running away from two masked men, 15 years old. What would you say to that child's mother and that family?
I would say to the mother that you don't let that discourage you, but because you're your child's voice then, because your child could no longer speak. So you got to speak for your child and to just keep pushing, because it's always a story that's different and you're not out here alone. There's so many parents that's lost their kids, and that you have to be their voice then, because that's your angel, and you're going to meet them again someday, hopefully.
Anthony's case is still unsolved, and this other case just happened today. So let me ask you, how important is that kind of closure for you?
Justice is real closure. I always be asking myself, if I was to meet the person or persons that murdered my son, how would I react to that? How would I be angry with them, or would I be a forgiving mom? Or, you know, I don't know how I would do. I would just cross that bridge when I get to it, but I just feel
But
like...
in the meantime, you're helping with Anthony's Angels. But talk to me, let's walk with me, LeShawn. Talk to me about what you need in your mission, because you also work for Bread for the City.
Yeah,
but
I'm a volunteer.
But you go out and you do this on your own, right?
Yeah, I've been a volunteer with Bread for like 34 years or so. And I go on my own because I'm always by myself. So.
Would this help you on your own?
Yes.
Would all these things help you on your own? From Joel Bassam of Eastern's Automotive Group, our partner.
Nice to meet you.
Joel, what did you bring today?
So it's amazing what you've been able to turn your story into and helping others. And, you know, I think we all take for granted a warm coat this time of year, but we just want to get you guys started with 30, 40 coats and hand warmers and hats and gloves and anything you guys could possibly need to keep spreading that love.
This is all for Anthony's Angels.
Thank you.
We really are in awe of what you do. We're in awe, because today, this is where will you be today, do you think?
Probably tomorrow I'll be in the park.
In the park, handing this out. Joel, thank you so much.
So welcome.
All right, we hope this helps a little bit with what you're doing. LeShawn Weathers, thank you so much.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you to nominating LeShawn Weathers for the good things that she does. We're just helping to pay it forward. Can I keep these posters?
Of course.
Okay.
Pass it forward.
Over to you, Pat. Pay it forward. Okay.
So great.